Yes, welcome everybody to Animal Nights Live. I am your host, Corbin Maxey. This is my co-host, Erwin James, and he is a monkey-tailed skink. We are currently going live right now on TikTok. What up, Tickety Talk? How's it going, everybody? We are live right now on Robert LaRue, our first viewer. This is great. On Facebook. How's it going, Robert? Good to see you, brother. And we are live on Instagram. Welcome, everybody, to the show. I am so happy that you decided to share your night with us. Animal Nights Live is a show about animals. And obviously, we have Erwin here, and we have an exciting show for you tonight. Matter of fact, did you know this? On the show, we have a celebrity guest. Woo! Can we get a round of applause for that? We have a big celebrity guest. We actually have Mr. T is in the house. Well, we call him Mr. T. Topaz, the Blue-tongued Skink, is in studio. Now, this is a really, really good thing because he actually, you guys, we're having a hot dog on the show. Check this out. This is Mr. T's costume. Topaz, our Blue-tongued Skink, if you're wondering why I'm holding a hot dog, he won our annual animal Halloween contest, costume contest, and he was dressed as a hot dog. So we're going to bring out Topaz very soon for you guys all to see. Is this the laptop? I cannot wait. Now, we're actually doing something a little new, and I wanted to ask you what your thoughts were. If you are tuning in, we normally do the show. If you are a hardcore Animal Nights Live fan, you'll know that we usually do the show on Friday nights, and we're trying something new with Thursday nights. And so I would love to get your opinion. What do you guys think? Should we stick to, Friday nights? Should we do Thursday nights? We have any, it's completely up to you guys. We really just, we really want to know. I don't really have a social life. So Friday nights work great for me, but it turns out that, some people have plans. And so we just wanted to know some comments. Let's see, Heather. Hey, Heather on Facebook. She says, hi, Corbin and Erwin. Alyssa says, hi, Corbin, Sam, and Erwin. Hey, Alyssa, how are you doing? Earl Moran joined. What's up, Earl? What do you guys think here? Should we continue to do the show? What do you think? Do you like Friday nights or Thursday nights?
I like Thursday nights personally, but...
Is it because you have plans? Because you have a hot date?
You're my hot date.
I am your hot date, honey. No, but do you like it? We just wanted to know, because I don't know. I think Thursdays might be good. I think once people start, getting their lives, their social lives back. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. The Porcupine Tail says Friday, and we have 2 comments that people say your drink looks good.
Ooh, my drink looks good. What do they think I'm drinking? Do they think this is a big
what do you
of
think that
alcohol? No, there's no booze in this. I'm sorry to disappoint all of you. Okay, good. I feel like people are starting to come in. Alyssa, which by the way, Alyssa did such a nice post for our GoFundMe. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Hey, Alyssa. Alyssa says Thursday is a good night for me, which is good. Heather said Thursday is a nice lead into Friday. I'm with Heather. I feel like it's a nice lead, and I like that. Back on to my drink. What do you guys think I have in here?
The Hyman family thinks it's juice.
It's juice. Okay. There's no booze in it. There's no booze. Robert said Thursday is great. One more day. Okay, I'm liking this. I think people are saying that Thursday is good.
I feel like Friday is just like a nice lead to the weekend where people are, when they get back to real life, they're going to be... getting out of work, ready to relax.
People wanting to get cray-cray on the weekend. TikTok, what do you think? Should we do the show on Thursday? By the way, I am drinking club soda, splash of cranberry and lime. Probably the most masculine drink in the world. I guess I should have taken this out of the shop, but whatever. Should we ask, what are you guys drinking tonight? Okay. Tyler Joy. What's up, Tyler Messina, Chuck? Okay. So, yeah, just let us know if you want us to continue to do the show on Thursday or Friday. I say that we get on to our animal news. What do you think?
Let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it. Chantel said long-term Thursday's good. Okay, I think we're going to keep it to Thursday. All right. Yeah. So if you tuned into last night, this was a big deal. My sister was in the hospital.
Last week you mean, right?
Well, I'm sorry, yes, last week. If you tuned into last Animal Nights Live, you'll know my sister was in the hospital, and she was having a baby. So my nephew was born. You guys, I finally have a new animal assistant.
Yay!
My nephew is born. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was such a big deal, and it was just, oh my goodness, I'm so happy that he's born, and I have an exclusive photo. By the way, congratulations to my sister Micah and her husband Tyler, my brother-in-law. Is he not the cutest thing?
He's adorable. He's perfect.
He's adorable. Now, I'm wondering, though, is he adorable because it's our family? Or I think he's a pretty cute baby, though.
No, he's pretty perfect.
Okay, so here we go. Robert said, there's vodka in there. Robert, no vodka tonight.
Robert, there's vodka in your glass, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure there's vodka. Okay, you guys. Hey, Paul Cosmo from Varmints joined. All right, so do you guys want to see a photo, an exclusive? I think it's just us that think he's cute. I have an exclusive photo of my new nephew. There he is right there. Oh, the cutest thing in the world. Oh, that's my new nephew. And we have the same hair. Red hair runs in our Maxey side of the family. And there's nothing wrong with being a ginger. They're going extinct. So this right here, you guys, this is not a picture of my nephew. This is a baby orangutan, but I thought that was the cutest thing. Oh my God. See, Heather Barker laughed at this. Tyler Messina. Hey, Tyler from Reptile Adventures. He laughed at this. This is not a picture of my nephew. Is this not adorable, though?
It is adorable, but...
This is not my nephew.
People are thinking it's pretty funny over here.
Are they? TikTok. Do you think this is funny? Uh-oh, I'm dead on TikTok. Oh, no, I'm not. Here they go. Alyssa, Chuck thinks it's funny. Heather thinks it's funny. A round of applause. So, here we go. I will actually show you a real photo. But this by far, okay, everyone, hey TikTok, everyone's joining here. Let's see, Heather says you have to have red hair on both parents' side to get a ginger, so you're probably safe, Sam. I love how, Heather was like, it's okay, Sam, you don't have to worry about having red hair. I don't think we're going to have red hair in the family.
I don't know anyone in your family that has red hair. Nothing against it.
Except when I try to grow a beard in the sunlight, it's like a strawberry blonde, and it does not look good. I got rid of that. Okay, thank you, Heather. So you guys want to see a real photo of him? This right here is a new photo of my nephew, and he is the cutest little thing. Look at him. There he is.
Aww.
There he is.
Can you take him back in the light just a little bit?
We're going to take him back
to
the light. How old was he? He was, hey, Dan, how's it going? We're taking a look at my new nephew. This right here is my new animal handler, by the way. Is it bad that I've already decided his career?
Look at his little dimple.
Right? I am going to, honestly, I already have, picked out what he's going to do. Heather said he's adorable. Thank you so much, Heather. People are liking this. Oh, we're getting a lot of hearts and wows. Okay, you know what? I'm so happy that I put underneath here my nephew, because what if people were like, this is my kid?
I'm so happy you did that.
Right?
Good job.
But then if I had a kid, he'd be screaming right here in the middle of everything. So, okay, you guys. So, this is my new nephew. So happy. Thank you. They're saying congratulations on Facebook. Okay, so let's actually get to our real animal news. Congratulations, by the way. All right, our real animal news. This is crazy. We have some exciting animal news. By the way, here it is, you guys. So, scientists have discovered one of the oldest mammals in history. So this right here is a mammal, obviously, and they discovered a 66 million year old fossil out of Madagascar. Can you believe that? And Wade, by the way, said, sorry I'm late, I hope I didn't miss anything. Wade, you missed absolutely nothing. Well, hold on, Wade, hold on, here's my new nephew. There you go. But right now we're talking about our first piece of animal news. And this right here, Heather said you need to set your printer to print the words mirrored so we can read it. Oh, can they not read it? On Instagram, can they not read it?
Well, no, because it's
Oh my gosh, I need a mirror. Sorry guys, we're still doing technical stuff. Well, don't look at this.
Well, I think Instagram's okay, but
Instagram's okay.
You've got the TikTok and Facebook.
Okay, TikTok.
Backwards.
I am so sorry. I'm trying to screw with you guys. I am so sorry. We're still working on technical difficulty. So basically, world's oldest mammal, 66 million years old. This was the size of an opossum, interestingly, and the really, really crazy thing, people are more concerned about how the writing's backwards on this.
Everyone can read it on Insta.
On Insta! Insta's the place to be.
I'm still zoomed in on your face.
What'd you say?
I was just zoomed in on your face.
Oh my god, can you see my zits and my wrinkles? Okay.
Idaho Star Bear says, why are we here on Thursday again?
Why are we here on Thursday? Okay, so we're here on Thursday, Idaho Star, because we're trying to see if it's a good night to do Animal Nights Live. And we're going to get a good judgment here.
But we can
Chuck
read it
said
over
backwards. It's a fun challenge to read it backwards. See, look at Kathy. reading out of the box. Kathy said this is fun for her Thursday night, trying to read it backwards. World's oldest mammal, the size of an opossum. I think people are so bored with this story. I think it's cool. I like it.
You know what? I think it looks like a badger / Wolverine / opossum.
Can we tell your hilarious badger story when you first moved here?
It wasn't that funny.
Babe, it was so funny. So you come in running and you were like, oh my gosh, there's a gopher under my car.
I just saw a shadow of a large mammal.
You said a gopher. So I go out and I'm prepared to like go, see a gopher.
That's pretty much what we have running around here. Like, there's not too many raccoons.
Absolutely,
no possums over here. No porcupines.
I love how we do have porcupines. I love how you though are like trying to defend yourself.
I am.
Honey, you were like, "There's the gopher under my car," and I was like, "Let me go get the gopher. I got this, right?"
Instead, our dog got the gopher.
Our dog got the gopher. The gopher was fine.
She didn't get it, but they got into a little scruff.
The gopher turned out to be a badger.
A huge badger.
A huge badger out here on the river. It was crazy. I remember, like, I wish I had my phone. I was just like, like this big badger just walking around here on our property. It was.
I don't know who I was more afraid for, our pit bull or the badger.
I would have been more afraid. Well, here's the deal. Badgers get a bad rap, and we talked about this.
I think Zoe was a big baby.
Zoe's a baby. She's a baby. She's on. I'm looking at her right now. I think, honestly, badgers get a bad rap, and they're not going to attack your dog. That is one thing we do want to say. Badgers just want to be left alone. The reason why people are scared is because they snarl and get kind of crazy mad.
Yeah, but it was mad. It was mad.
Let's see. Everyone is saying a badger beats quarantine. She's right. I thought it was a badger. Hey, Corbin, I can see the lizard up close. Awesome. Rachel, I'm so happy. By the way, I don't want to get bit here. This is Erwin, and he's a monkey-tailed skink. I always forget he's my co-host. He's the best co-host.
You can see him breathing.
He doesn't say a thing.
Look.
He's so cool.
No,
I feel like I just needed something on set, really. Okay. Hey, Steven. If you are joining here, we were just talking about this mammal that looks like a badger. It was discovered 66 million years ago in Madagascar.
Now let's hear you pronounce the name of it.
Oh, crap. Okay, guys. I'm going to pronounce the name of it, just like you trying to read backwards. Are you ready?
It was funny, you guys, listening to him practice for this.
It was bad. Hold on. Let me wet my whistle.
Oh.
Is that a weird term to say? Is that like a 1940s term? Hold on, kids. Okay, so this... Stop it. Okay, this right here is known as Ada-Alothirum. Ada-Alothirum, also known as crazy beast. How did that sound? Ada-Alothirum.
Oh, good.
Okay, good. Did you guys like that?
Ada-Alothirum.
Awesome. Okay, hi Erwin. Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
Is that like its title name?
That's its name.
Okay, but what does that mean?
I don't know. Oh, it means crazy beast. It means crazy beast. And the big deal about this creature, it was I'm getting mean faces over here. It was 66 million years ago. Animals were not the size of like an opossum. This is about the size of an opossum. Mammals with the dinosaurs were like the size of mice. So that's why scientists were like, wow, this is so crazy. This is a big mammal. It was the size of an opossum or a big badger. And they believe that it got so big because it evolved in Madagascar. Because it was isolated, which happens with isolated species. I just put everyone to sleep on Facebook. How do you tell how old a badger is? That's a really good question. I would say, honestly, by size, Rachel. And by the way, I'm not talking, this does look like a badger, doesn't it? This is not a badger. This is an ancient mammal that happened 66 million years ago. Okay, so let's get to our next piece of news. Are we all good?
Yeah, Amy says, I think it's on my end, but when I try to comment, I get kicked out or lose sound, so just imagine that I'm cheering loudly even though I'm not commenting.
Really?
Oh, no. Is anyone else having this issue on Instagram?
Are we having technical difficulties here? Would you please let us know? And Instagram, TikTok, how are we doing, by the way? Can you guys see Erwin? Is everyone doing good? How are we doing on Facebook? Are we all coming clear? This is just like with the quarantine. We are just, okay, we're getting thumbs up on Facebook. How does it look? Are we looking good? Okay. So, you think I'm good to move on to the next piece of news?
I think so. Idaho Star Bear said to tell the age of a badger, cut it open and count the rings.
No,
LOL.
God.
LOL.
No, do not kill badgers. Idaho
a funny
Star.
joke.
We love badgers. Do not cut a badger open. Rachel says, no, you were great. It's perfect here. Okay, perfect. Okay, good on Facebook.
I think we're looking good over here.
Yes, and by the way, I am not trying to I'm trying this thing where, look, where are my notes?
Oh, the Hyman said every once in a while it does that to them too.
That's so weird. Look at my notes. Are you proud of me? It says Corbin pause.
Hold on, let's zoom on this.
Well, these are my secrets. Don't go all the way, but there you go. Okay, it says pause. So I'm working on pausing for comments, you guys. That's why, because I know people are now joining the feed, so I just want to make sure everyone gets, their stuff. Okay, so let's go to, I'm like already losing stuff. Our new thing, you ready for this? Are you guys ready to read backwards, Facebook? All right, it is confirmed. The first case, a pug by the name of Winston has been confirmed, and he's been tested positive for the coronavirus. This came out, I believe, of North Carolina, which is super interesting. And his owners also had the coronavirus. I think the whole family did except someone. He had a bunch of symptoms. He was sneezing, coughing. He had a loss of appetite. Now, don't worry, Winston is fine. I love how more people are more concerned about the dog on Facebook. They're getting all these sad faces. Winston
it's sad.
Winston is fine. Once again, people, scientists and health experts are saying to not worry about this, that your pet, you cannot transmit the virus to, or your pets cannot transmit the virus to you. Sorry, that was like such a mouthful. I am so tired of coronavirus news. But Kathy said pugs test positive for coronavirus. So here's the thing. One researcher, and I'm going to give him a shout out. His name is Dr. John Howe. He's the president of the American Veterinary Medical Association. Quite a loser. That's a joke. He's a very accomplished person. He actually said that, that pugs sneeze every day and that he does not believe this pug was truly infected. He believes that it wasn't even in its bloodstream, that Winston may have licked something, got the virus, and got symptoms, but he recovered pretty quickly. So, hey Sam, how's it going? So what do you guys think about that? Are you nervous that you're going to get the coronavirus from your pets? I mean, I don't think you should be. No.
Idaho Star Bear said, what about you? Do your pets been hearing that rumor?
No, I don't think it's a rumor. I mean, I'm not worried about our pets. We actually did this last week we did something where the pets should be more scared of us, honestly. But if we were getting the coronavirus from our pets, we would see a lot more cases. Millions and millions of people have pets around the world. So anyway, that's pretty crazy. Chuck said he's not worried. He's not worried. Kathy says, not concerned. Tabitha Bailey joined. Hey, Tabitha. Chantel said no. Deanna said nope. Wade said nope. Any stuff going on?
New Phoenix said a bit.
A bit nervous. Are you nervous that are you nervous that things are starting to pick back up, honestly, about the coronavirus? Honestly, comment. Do you think we should be at home, like with our stay at home, or are you guys ready to get back into the world?
Carly Jo Mama says, I have 6 dogs and I'm not very nervous about it.
Yeah.
General consensus, I'd say.
Yeah. Tabitha says, hi, Corbin and Sam. Hello,
hey, Tabitha.
We love you, Tabitha. Carol says, hey, Corbin, absolutely not. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to move on. This is interesting.
Well, you're moving on too quick. People are just not commenting.
Okay, I'm not used to the delay. Brittany Lawrence, regarding when I asked if we were worried about going out. Brittany L. I just said her last name. Hopefully you're not in the witness protection program. She said that it's way too soon.
Yes, over here people said they're more worried for in the fall. Amy's nervous about the farm opening back up. Carly Q, from what we know about the coronavirus at this time, it isn't likely that they will infect us. Far more likely we'll infect them, like you said. Yep.
Chuck is saying, really quick to intersect, Chuck is saying it's bad here in Georgia right now. Beth says we aren't ever going to move past this until more people have it. Chantel, in Australia, we still have it. In Australia, we are still in the same tight restrictions. Alyssa said there's no way to build up herd immunity if everything stays shut down forever. Heather says it's too soon. Dennis said no. Wear a mask and wash your hands. No reason to do non-essential stuff. Respect our healthcare workers. That is one thing I feel like our healthcare workers, they deserve Huge round of applause. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I read it in the state of Michigan, where I'm from, where the coronavirus is really bad right now. The governor is increasing pay for healthcare workers.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, so over here, from what where are we? People already are and have been for 2 weeks. Not nervous, hi from Canada. A little apprehensive about numbers going up, but more concerned about the economy. Yeah. Slightly scared, going to be wearing a mask everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Good job, McFarland's.
TikTok, what do you think about the coronavirus?
The Hyman family. Our dad travels between states, and it's scary. Oh, I hope he's being
no, your dad works
clean
in the
and
front line.
safe.
Yeah, your dad was working, you know?
Yeah, my dad's been working, but they have been taking this very seriously.
Yeah,
all the
I've
precautions.
been nervous about them. Tabitha says cases have still been on the rise, especially in Hawaii County where we are. They've doubled in less than a week. That's because people are coming out and they're partying and they're leaving their trash, and people are leaving their couches out here.
It's crazy.
Don't leave your couches where I live. My kids sleep here. Stop leaving your couches. Seriously, it was on the news. People are leaving their couches in Hawaii County. We live in a beautiful county, so please leave your couches. Okay, Carol's... Why are you laughing?
Because you don't think about things you're going to say one day.
On live.
Don't bring your couches to Hawaii County.
Yeah, Irwin's looking at my drink. I don't even know. I bet so many people think this is booze. This is just club soda, if you're wondering. I'm kidding. All right, guys. Okay, we're on with the coronavirus. This is the next piece of news. Are we ready for it? This is crazy. All right, you guys. This is crazy. Here we go. Everyone, Facebook, get ready to read backwards. Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy has tested positive for the coronavirus. You guys all remember Siegfried and Roy? They had their, They had their show at their Las Vegas show at the Mirage Resort and Casino. It ran from 1990. These two clowns had a show from 1990 until 2003. And they had tigers. I remember this. Do you guys remember this? Diane is... people are catching up to my couch comment.
I was waiting for that.
Diane was like, couches. Yes, Diane, people are leaving their couches out here in Hawaii County. And, yeah, people are leaving their trash out here in the middle of the desert. If you're wondering where I live, imagine the middle of nowhere, a beautiful river, and some mountains with like 3 trees. And now a couch. Okay, Carol says she remembers Siegfried and Roy.
Carly Jo Mom says, hand him over to Carol Baskin. She'll handle him. Yes, Carly.
By the way, Carly, I have a hilarious Carol Baskin video, but I can't post it. Okay, okay, Roy was the one who was bit, wasn't he? Yes, so let me tell you more. So Roy Hoyne is Siegfried and Roy, was tested positive. He is currently 75 years old. I didn't realize he was that old, but they had the show at the Tigers back in 2003.
Yeah, how old is this picture? Because he doesn't look 75.
Well, I'm trying to do him justice. I didn't want...
It's really nice of you. That was really nice of you to get an old photo.
The recent photos do not look good. And I was...
I hope one day someone does that for you.
I hope someone does that to me. Matter of fact, yeah. Okay.
Finds a nice, young, flattering photo.
That's a nice, young, and his skin is still...
His teeth are white.
His teeth, yeah.
It's nice and tan.
He's had some work. This picture was taken 50 years ago.
Yes, the Hyman family. There is a lot of plastic surgery there.
You guys, I'm not making fun of Roy's plastic surgery. We're talking about his...
We are now.
We are now. Okay. And I wanted to get them on the podcast. Well, that just shot. That shot. Okay. So Roy... Oh, hello. TikTok is saying, hey. Hey, user. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Okay. So Roy... They had his show from 1990 to 2003. In 2003, he was attacked by a 600-pound white tiger named Montecore. And it was in front of an audience. And it was horrific. I remember this. I remember being in Vegas. I was on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno in 2004. We drove from here. I remember it was a year after. And I remember they still had their signs up at the Mirage. Because people didn't know if they were going to return or not.
After the tiger attack?
After the tiger mauling. Now... To this day, this is crazy. Roy does not blame the white tiger. Roy says that he actually opened up to the Las Vegas Weekly, which is my Bible, and he said, looking back... Thank you for laughing at my dad joke. I appreciate it. I hope my mom's not watching. Corbin, that's not the Bible.
She's busy with the baby.
Yeah, she's busy with baby. Okay, so Roy said, looking back on the night, he had high blood pressure and he collapsed on stage, and he said he got excited and he fell down. And he said the tiger looked at me with his, this is quote, Montecore looked at me with his big blue eyes. Montecore was confused, and so he picked me up by my neck. He brought me to the side so he could attend me. What do you guys think of that?
I feel like most animal people who get attacked always say that it wasn't the animal's fault.
It wasn't the animal's fault. I get it. Like, they were put in that situation. I kind of agree, though, because he's saying we need to recidify. If a tiger attacks you, you are finished. He never attacked me.
A 600-pound tiger could have killed him in one bite, so I guess the fact that he didn't... He wasn't necessarily trying to.
Yeah, I mean, if a tiger wants to kill you, I mean, you're done. I mean, so I agree with him. I don't know.
And he got half his body was paralyzed?
Yeah, half of his body was paralyzing. I don't know. His plastic surgeon put him in the squeaker. My God. Chantel said, oh, he was saving him. People are confused. Do you think the tiger was saving Roy, or do you think it was attacking him? I agree with Roy, though. Not on everything, not about the amount of the plastic, but about the fact that if the tiger wanted to kill him, that he definitely could have been killed, 100%.
Lil Vit said bunch of malarkey.
Bunch of malarkey? Where's Lil Vit from? Probably down in the bayou a little bit. All right, you guys. What do you think? Kathy said, so the tiger was saving him. Wow. People are confused on Facebook. TikTok's a younger generation. I don't know. Siegfried and Roy, they're probably like, who is this? Why is Corbin holding a picture of this man with a tiger? By the way, the show has been discontinued since 2004. So,
Idaho Star Bear said one of the cheesiest magic shows I've ever seen. Haha, they exposed almost every trick.
Really? I never got to see it, interestingly. And I actually really wanted to see that. I mean, as a kid. I would have seen it.
Oh, you would have loved that.
Just
magic and animals and
like bam, and I don't know. I've just always. I mean, obviously we know now regarding ethical reasons of putting tigers on stages and with audiences and lights and smoke. A lot of people are against that now, but back in the day, I mean, that wasn't that long ago. It was acceptable. So. Chantel said, yeah, but if a tiger wanted to not hurt you, he wouldn't. I agree. Roberta said, he said the tiger was actually protecting him and carried him off in the manner of a cub. Clyde Maxey. Okay. That would make sense by the scruff of the neck. That's what Roberta said. Chantel said, oh, I was being sarcastic. Jan said, hi, Co. Hi, Mom. Thank you for tuning in. You're only, half an hour late.
Idaho Star Bear said, way, way, way overpriced. You really didn't miss out.
Okay, well, anyway.
Maybe if we ever make it to Vegas, I'll find you another magic show.
Maybe. Like a bozo clown show. Okay, you guys, it was entertainment. Of course, that's what Chuck said. All right, here we go. Let's move on to our last piece of news. I am ready for this. Can we get a heart, can we get a heart on TikTok, a like on Facebook, a heart on IG? Everyone take a big swig. This is going to be controversial. You ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for it? Ready? Okay. We're getting some hearts. We're getting some love over here we're getting a lot of people laughing. And I think I just froze on the Facebook. Okay, now I'm back. Okay, guys. So.
Before you move on,
okay.
Shannon said it would make an interesting podcast.
Oh, it would.
Good suggestion.
But I don't think that they're going to they didn't even know they were a couple, Siegfried and Roy. They didn't even talk. I mean, I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Well, they were like together.
Oh.
Like, I think were they married?
They just live a private life outside of...
They live a private life.
Showbiz.
Out of showbiz. So they rarely talk. And he said that he only opened up to the Las Vegas Weekly back in 2013. So, anyway.
All right, we've got a whole bunch of hearts ready to move on.
Are you guys ready to move on? Am I looking good on Facebook? Because I am, if you look at my side, I'm like frozen over here. So, that's okay. As long as I can still see the likes. You see what I'm talking about? That's what my awesome That's like what I look like right now. I am frozen on my end. All right, you guys. Facebook's going green. Okay, hopefully I can see it. Here we go. Are you ready for it? I think we're getting back to it. Are we doing... Oh my God. Honey, I just want to make sure that everything's okay.
We're already at 35 minutes, so just saying Instagram cuts
guys.
off at an hour.
Pentagon releases footage of the UFO. Have you seen this? They're not saying it looks good. This is insane. So they released 3 videos of unidentified flying objects. Have you seen these UFOs? Do you believe in aliens? Yes.
I think that a lot of people will probably weigh in on this. So let's see what they've got to say.
Okay, UFOs. Do you guys believe in UFOs? Oh, everyone's saying it looks good here. I'm just going to refresh my page here. I totally believe in UFOs.
You think you've seen one before?
100%. I think I've seen a UFO at
with
Mom and
Aunt
Dad's
Joe,
house.
right?
With Aunt Joe. Mind you, we had like a bottle of wine. It was late. But maybe we had 2 bottles of wine, but we were like, oh my God, that's a UFO. We literally saw something come over the ridge. We saw lights. It happened so quick, and we actually reported it to the UFO database. Wow. All my biology friends are probably like, are you kidding me, Corbin? You're talking about UFOs. I seriously believe. There has to be more out there. What did we say? Brittany says, yes, it is. What was that? Okay, you guys. Do you believe in UFOs?
Carly Joe Mama says, I watched that. It was ridiculous. I don't know if I can buy aliens the same year as the coronavirus and an earthquake in Idaho.
See, that's the thing. Because it's like we're going through this crazy time where we have the coronavirus, and this didn't even...
then the Pentagon releases this information.
This is not just me getting this off, like, some weird website.
Like Inquisitor or Inquirer. What's it called?
The National Enquirer. This is like the Pentagon released this footage. This is insane.
Where did you get your sources?
I'm going to read it right now. Because this is the Pentagon's official statement. They are officially releasing them in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage has been circulating was real and whether or not there are more videos. In through a thorough review, the department has determined that the authorized release of these unclassified videos does not reveal any sensitive capabilities or systems. Can you just like talk in English? Do you yes or no? Do you believe? You know what I mean? This person they released them. It's because they were leaked, I think, and then they wanted to like confirm like no, these are real.
Idaho Star Bear says a UFO is anything unidentified in the air. No, Independence Day isn't happening anytime soon.
No. Dennis says yes, but have you seen SpaceX Starlink in the sky?
We did. We did.
Or did we miss it?
No, I saw them. It was
you did.
last.
Yep.
No, not last. 2 Saturdays ago.
Yep.
When we were out in the Oahes.
Yep. Tabitha says, why not believe in UFOs? Chuck says, Pentagon's Facebook page. This is crazy. And by the way, if you just want to listen to the animal news, I know we went a little long-winded, but we had a lot of interesting topics. I record a short YouTube videos, and I release them the next day on my YouTube channel, Corbin Maxey, and I do it really quick. It's like under 3 minutes. So you can get all the news, and I'm going to show footage of the UFOs because I think it's crazy. Alyssa says, i.e., the U.S. government is not responsible for these objects. 100%. This is... Do you believe, honey?
Yes, I just think the timing is, like, really weird that they had to release this now during the coronavirus.
I think it's weird. And I think that I think they, obviously, like, Area 51, I think there's so much stuff that we don't know.
Of course. Like, yes,
sure
I think there's aliens.
Bodies.
The universe is huge. But...
Yeah. I don't know. I would love to be able to, like, dig into someone's mind at Area 51. Like, oh, my gosh. To see some aliens. That was...
Did you ever listen to the podcast that Joe Rogan had?
No.
Where he actually had someone that worked at one of the other areas really close?
No. Okay.
You should listen to it.
Joe Rogan. Love that. Okay, Dennis just shared a link. Chantel said she loves that little video. My kids love it too. Okay, do you believe in aliens? All right, we are over 30 minutes in. I apologize. The news got a little winded. If you have any news topics, please make sure to message me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, or send them to animalnightslive@gmail.com. Are we ready to meet our guests? Here we go. Throw them out.
Drum roll, please.
This is my favorite thing. My nephew. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. Can we get some hearts, please? This is going to be a really fun guy. Hey, How are you doing? Now, by the way, he more than likely will pee on me. So here we go.
He pees on me almost every time I hold him.
Why do you have that? All right, everybody. And to the real star of our show, this right here is Topaz. And Topaz.
Mr. T in the house.
Mr. T's in the house. Now, he is not a sausage.
Cute.
He's not a sausage. That's always my joke in my live shows. Does he not look like a bratwurst? I think he looks like a bratwurst. Yay, Topaz! We're getting a lot more likes. Blue-tongued skink found in Australia, and he is, I think he's around 16 years old. 16 or 17 years old.
And they live to be?
16 to 17 years old. No live.
You used to say that when he was 15.
That's my joke. And it's in the kids, when I used to do school shows before the coronavirus hit, I would be like, kids, guess how old he is? And they're like, 15. I'm like, guess how old they can live to be? 15. And that was my joke. I'm kidding. They can live to obviously be longer. They can live into their 20s, actually. And Topaz is doing really good. He's one of our animal ambassadors. And this is one, I would say, probably one of our favorite hands-on animals, wouldn't you say?
He's a great animal ambassador.
A great animal. I'm totally going to get peed on, by the way.
He pees on me every time.
Oh, look at his tongue. So they're called the blue-tongued skink because he has that blue tongue. He just stuck out. But what they'll do in Australia, where they're found, in New Guinea, is they'll stick out their tongue and they will actually, they'll stick it out and go, bah! And it's bright blue, and it scares away predators. And first of all, it startles the predators because it's bright blue, but also because it might look potentially like bright colors, like blue colors, mean the animal is either, poisonous or venomous. So interesting. I'm going to try to refresh my page. I'm getting more comments on the Facebook one connected here.
New Fennec says he has so tiny, cute legs.
Oh, yeah, so let's talk about this. So
yes.
Skinks are a type of lizard. And it's so funny. Every time I'm like, this is a skink. And everyone's like, did you just say stink? Or some adults are like, did you just say, you can put two and two together. The other thing. This is a kid show. I can't say it. But skink. S-K-I-N-K.
And then there's another S-K-I-N-K.
Yeah, there's another skink right here. So, long story short, is that they have long snake-like bodies. And look at this. Look at his legs. I feel like I'm exposing him. But take a look at his legs. Aren't these cute? These tiny, tiny little legs. Now, mostly skinks, sorry, Topaz, mostly skinks.
Can you put them on the table?
I can try to. Mostly, I don't think Facebook can see them though. Mostly skinks are really small and they eat a bunch of insects. But this guy is one of the biggest skinks in the world. And they actually specialize in eating a variety of different things, which is interesting. So he'll eat things like insects, leaves. He's getting ready to poop. Leaves, flowers. And they'll also eat pests, like rodents and stuff like that, which is really unique. So people in Australia will keep them in their gardens, which is really neat.
Can we see his friend?
Absolutely. Corgi wants to meet the lizard. Chantel, we don't call them a skink. Oh, and I keep on forgetting Chantel is from Australia. How boring for her. She's like, we have these in our backyard.
Just saw his tongue.
You see your tongue? And he actually has a little dirt on his face because Topaz just went outside for the first time 2 days ago in his outdoor enclosure, which is really, really cool. Hey, buddy.
Did he enjoy it?
He loved it. He burrowed. As you can see, he has dirt on his face, and he loves the vegetation. We try to get everyone outside as possible during this time of year. So, snails. Wade said they love snails. Wade, I've never tried snails for him. Do you have a... Yes. What do we have?
The Hyman family says, what is his favorite thing to do besides peeing on you guys?
He loves to eat. And I actually want to say that Topaz we actually gave Topaz a new home. So Topaz has kind of a sad life. His previous owners, he actually came out of Seattle. And his old owners really didn't know how to care for a skink. Hey, buddy, you're slobbering. They didn't really know how to care for a skink. They fed him the wrong diet, so he actually is missing all of his teeth. He had a malnutrition, and he's missing, I hate to say this, but take a look at his toes. He's missing parts of his toes because his old owners, they didn't know how to care for him, and what happened is Topaz was shedding, and when he was shedding his skin, he wasn't given the proper humidity, so it cut off the circulation in his toes, so he lost his toes. So he was a rescue. He was rescued by a very dear friend of mine, Darcy Davis. We love Darcy, right?
Hey, Darcy.
Hey, Darcy. I don't think she's watching this, but Darcy Davis, we met in Seattle. She is part of the Pacific Northwest Herpetological Society, or Pacific PNHS, and super great group of people up in Seattle. I met Topaz in 2012, and I told Darcy, I said, if you ever need to find a home for Topaz, you know who to call. And guess who called me one fateful night, 2 years ago? 2 years ago, it was Darcy, and Darcy said, you really would like Topaz to be a part of your collection, and Darcy, her friend, drove Topaz up from Seattle, and that's how we got Topaz, right? And that's awful.
I've become quite fond of him.
Yes, you have. You were grossed out by him at first. Now, mind you, this right here, these are both skinks, and this is interesting. So these are both very unusual skinks because they're large skinks. So Irwin is a monkey-tailed skink. And I don't want him to bite me, but Irwin has a long, that's perfect, a prehensile tail, which is different from a lot of other reptiles, and it's different from Topaz's tail. Interestingly, hey buddy, can you scratch that? Thank you. Interestingly, the monkey-tailed skink is the largest of the skink species. The blue-tongued skink comes in right after them. They can get a little over 2 feet. About 2 feet's pretty big.
I'd have to say Topaz is bigger than Irwin, though.
Yeah, I think lengthwise, but Irwin's actually a little small for a monkey-tailed skink. They can get bigger, and their tail makes up for more than half their body length, which is really interesting. Heather said Irwin is waving at us. This is awesome. Do we have any questions about Topaz? Yes, blue-tongued skink.
Well, this is just a random question, but is the villain lizard on Monsters, Inc. a skink?
Oh, I haven't. Who's the villain lizard?
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
I have not.
Does anyone know?
I have not. I don't know. I just remember Monsters, Inc. with that DMV worker who's like, how can I help? She looked like a thumb. Like, how can I help you? Dollar.
That was a really good reenactment. Amy's asking, do Topaz and Irwin ever hang out together?
No, they do not. They live separately, and they're complete different lizards, which is really interesting, Amy. So these guys are more terrestrial, so they actually are completely terrestrial. So they live their lives, come here, I'm going to wipe your slobber. They live their lives on the ground, whereas this monkey-tailed skink right here, they live in the trees, and they live in different parts of the world. They live close, though. So Irwin's found in the Solomon Islands, and Topaz is found in Australia, New Guinea, and Tasmania.
What would happen if you put them together? I feel like Irwin is kind of sassy. I don't think he would like someone invading his space.
No, and they can be territorial. So and they can get aggressive too. Wade had something really interesting to say about both of these skinks. They give live birth.
Oh, both of them.
Ovoviviparous, meaning that the eggs hatch inside the mama and they give live birth. Thank you, Wade. They can have 10 to 20 of these guys, which is crazy. I read that online. Heather said Randall is that thing. Hey, Brandy. Angie said skinks rule. Hey, Angie from the All Creatures podcast. Love you. It's so cool. It's like hanging out with friends. Randall is the villain in Monsters, Inc. Oh, no. That's right. Thank you, Heather. Randall is that villain. He is a chameleon. Thank you so much. I think so. More of like a chameleon. Beth says, do they live alone in the wild? And Tasmania is a part of Australia. Absolutely. So, do they live alone in the wild? So, interestingly, these guys, sometimes they can be found in groups, but they mainly are solitary. But this guy right here, these guys right here, the Solomon Island tree skinks are actually social, and they're one of the only reptiles that are social. And the group of a monkey-tailed skink, do you want to know what this is called?
Yes, I was trying to think. No, I have no idea.
It's called the circulus. And I know this random fact because I brought a monkey-tailed skink on. His name was Goober from the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. We did a segment on the Today Show, and that was one of the interesting facts. But this Irwin, they can be social. Irwin, he lives alone, but I think Irwin thinks we're part of his tribe because he's always looking at us, and I don't know. He's pretty interactive. Chantel said, yep, Tasmania is a part of Australia. Absolutely. Did not mean to do that. Any other questions? Oh, what he eats. Okay. I want to ask you guys a question. I'm going to do a joke here. Are you ready for my grandma and grandpa joke? Because Topaz doesn't have... Come here, buddy. I'm going to get my screen. Because Topaz doesn't have any teeth, we blend up his food almost like grandma and grandpa. No, that wasn't funny.
Oh, sorry, I was reading comments.
Honey, can I get a chuckle? I thought that was funny. I had to stop doing that when we started doing shows, though. When we at like retirement communities, that did not go over very well.
Oh yeah, you can't make grandma and grandma jokes when you're at a senior center.
No, we cannot. And by the way, I don't think we're going to be going to senior center anymore. TikTok said, "What's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. This right here is Topaz, Blue-tongued Skink, and welcome to Animal Nights Live. This is I have so much fun. Topaz is so easy, by the way. Wouldn't you say?"
Yeah, he keeps opening his mouth just a little bit. I'm trying to see if I can get the money shot.
Are you trying to get the money shot of him opening his mouth? He's definitely an older lizard. You know, and by the way, he is overweight. He's fat. I mean, he's fat. I mean, we've all gained a little weight. We actually, he is on a diet, so we do limit his food. He eats every other day, and he eats a Pangea gecko food, which is interesting, like made for crested geckos. We mix that up with organic cat food, organic dog food. Am I putting you to sleep? I literally just watched your eyes.
No, I was reading a comment.
And we also will chop up fresh veggies really tight, and he slurps it up like a smoothie with his big tongue.
The Hyman family asked, how often do they breed?
How often? They usually do like once a year, I believe, in the spring. And then the female, they actually can be pretty aggressive with the courtship display, which is interesting. So the males can be aggressive towards other males and even the females. Yes.
Oh, we've got a comment from the real Zion Phoenix. How many animals do they have? And this is Zion from Wonderama, by the way.
Hey, Zion, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So how many animals do you have?
How many animals do you have?
So I have over 30 different animals. And that includes the skinks. I have an iguana, a monitor lizard, pythons, a few boas, sulcata tortoises, 2 alligators, an emu, and a severely overweight turkey named Tom. Hope you guys are doing good.
Ooh, Kevin Evans said, I'm a grandpa. Hey. You gotta stop with the grandpa jokes.
Okay. Oh, people are laughing at my comment. I was stuck on a pinned one. Chantel said, how often does Topaz eat? We feed him every other day, and he eats his special diet. I make him every day. Heather said, what causes the tongue to be blue? So they're born with their tongue blue, and it's a natural, it's a great adaptation to scare off predators. They evolve for that tongue. So everyone together, let's do this virtually. Stick out your tongues. Ah! Honey, do it. You're not doing it. You're the only one I can see go, ah! And it's bright blue. And what that does is it startles the predator. It's a great defense mechanism. You don't see his bright blue tongue sticking out because Topaz, he's not scared. He's used to doing educational shows, and so that's why it's not happening then. Does Topaz eat ants? Does Topaz eat ants live or frozen insects? No. We do not feed him frozen insects or ants. He primarily eats the Pangea gecko food, powder food I mix up. It's a special diet. He eats organic dog food. It's like a chicken flavor.
I thought you were doing cat food.
No. It was dog food. We switched him. I know it's always been dog food for him. It's organic from Zamzow's. Please sponsor us. And then we'll mix in some of the greens, kale, collard greens, some veggies, and also some fruit. Heather, okay, any other questions?
Zoe Rowell tuning in from Australia.
Hey!
We love blue-tongued lizards down under.
That's so cool. We have a nice Australia viewership, which is amazing. I love my Australian people. What's up, mates? How's it going? My friend Brandon always said, everything's mint. Right?
Like everything's good?
Yes, everything's good. All good. It's mint. I love the energy there. I feel like I should have been an Australian. I feel like people here in the States are like, oh, you have a little too much energy. I'd love to go to Australia one day.
Can Topaz smell like a snake with his tongue?
Yes, but he also has a great sense right here with his nostrils, but he will smell with his tongue for food and also to pick up the scents of other skinks for mating purposes. That was a really good question.
Hey, Daisy. Daisy says, how are you?
Thank you.
Daisy 1000.
Daisy 1000. Thank you. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. He was from one of our Cuno Rangers programs that we did years ago. Years ago. I never did say that. Good day, mate. Oh my gosh. Chantel said, why dog food? So we just give them a little bit of dog food, and this is the diet. We literally had it checked with the veterinarian. We do the Pangea gecko food, a little bit of dog food because it's mushy and he's able to get the protein. Earlier, if I told you his old owners did not take care of him well, so he developed some nutritional deficiencies. He lost all he lost all of his teeth. It sounds like I'm losing my teeth or losing my mind. And so we have to feed him mushed up food like Grandma and Grandpa. That was my joke.
I have a question over here, but
Yes.
I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this word correctly.
Okay.
Do some skinks have vestigial legs?
Vestigial legs.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, so these guys, this is interesting. So those are limbs. Who said that? That's such a good question. And comment. Shannon. So those limbs are
those vegetable limbs.
Those vegetable limbs. I can't talk to say the life of me. I'm sorry. Vestigial limbs. There we go. A lot of snakes will have them. A lot of older pythons and boas will have them because they're more primitive or older down the evolutionary line. And those are remnants of legs. So snakes evolved from lizards over 100 and something million years ago. And they'll have little remnants of their legs. The skinks, as you can tell, you can see that they were on their way of evolving into snakes, but they still have those legs. They actually still have their limbs, but the snakes will sometimes have those limbs, and we'll bring on one of our big pythons soon to show you those limbs.
There's limbs on Shere Khan?
Yes, they're like little spurs, and that's where they evolved from lizards.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy? They have like little claws.
Daisy said, are you staying safe out there?
Yes, we're staying safe as we can be, but people are just leaving couches out here in Hawaii County. Let's see. Chuck said, dogs can isolate specific smells. Is it similar for Topaz? Absolutely. They can pick up different smells. And I would say Irwin can pick up different smells. All the animals can, really. They can smell the different types of food, the different types of diets, and stuff like that. Yes, what do we have? 5 minutes left. Man, these hours this is insane. Just go.
I just know that Instagram's going to shut off, but Facebook and TikTok can still go.
Instagram's and Facebook.
Shannon said, I was watching the documentary Stuffed, and they showed the skeleton and neurosystem. So cool.
It is so cool. And that was an excellent question. Thank you so much. Wade said they're called the spurs, and he's completely right. You could see the spurs on some boas and pythons. They have little spurs. They look like little claws, the little remnants of legs, and they'll use that to entice the females during courtship.
Cool. Dalish, New York, Stacy says, I can't talk either.
I cannot talk, and we cannot talk.
Have you ever been injured by one of your animals?
100%. I get bit, scratched, I get pooed and peed on. I'm surprised he hasn't peed on me yet. All the time.
I'm shocked.
It's never been the animal's fault. I think my worst injury, I was attacked by a Burmese python when I was 13 years old. Which wasn't fun. He constricted me for over a minute, and thank goodness I had my cousin there. The python was fine. I still have him to this day. I love you, buddy. But he gave me a nice little squeeze, and it was my fault because I smelled like a rat. Reaching in, I've been bit by a lot of stuff.
Going back to the tiger thing, animal people always say that it wasn't the animal's fault.
It isn't the animal's fault. And, when you work with exotic animals, you know what you're dealing with. It's like dealing with a loaded gun. Now, as I'm holding this skink, I'm not saying that Topaz is a loaded gun.
He doesn't have teeth.
He doesn't have teeth. As a matter of fact, these skinks would make excellent pets. Of course, do your research. But this is one of the only animals I have that would make a really good pet. The other ones that I have, like my alligators, the big pythons are kind of more for advanced keepers, and I would never recommend an alligator. They're rescues. So.
Zoe says emus have vestigial wings.
Yes, they do.
You've showed me those before.
Her little chicken wings.
Napoleon's little chicken wings.
Yes. And matter of fact, a lot of people have asked. Oh, Amy joined. Hey, Amy. A lot of people have asked about having Napoleon on the show, and the problem is we can't really get him in studio. So, go ahead. Sorry.
Daisy said that's very good. I have a question for you.
Yes. What's going on? And we only have a few minutes left on Instagram, and I just want to say thank you so much for everyone tuning in. If you love this, please give it a thumbs up. Yes.
Miles Maxer, entomologist here. Do you incorporate any invertebrates into your presentations? If so, what?
Yes. You're going to hate them. But the Madagascar hissing cockroaches. And entomology was one of my favorite courses at Boise State University.
You have said that before.
I loved it. I loved insects. The other inverts that we use also include our tarantulas as well. And matter of fact, is that a recommendation to bring on cockroaches for the next Animal Nights Live? Honey, we could bring the whole container. There's hundreds of them.
No, because if those get out into our home,
Honey.
That would not be a good thing. So maybe just like...
And we leave crumbs everywhere like little mice.
No, we do not.
Honey, we're very clean people. But no, I agree. Okay.
Yeah, just like 3 or 4 that we could count. Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. I just want to say... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Megan Astorquia. Hello from Marcin.
Hey!
Hey, neighbor.
Hey, neighbor. How's it going?
Where do you live?
Where do you live? By the way, people are finding out where we live. I've had to increase our security. Not like our home, but where the animals live.
Well, you've gotten new locks for everyone.
New locks, and I'm gonna get
security cameras.
I'm gonna get security cameras because we've had some weirdos. None of you guys watching, by the way, but just some interesting activity. All the animals are fine, but we're living in a crazy day. I just want to say thank you to Instagram. They're gonna cut us off in an hour. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going until we're cut off.
Okay, I truly love this show more than anything. With this coronavirus, I honestly was so sad I could no longer do live animal shows. It's what I love to do. I love talking to people. I love talking about animals, and I love having conversations. And this virtual show has literally kept me alive. Don't you think? Like, it's given me life. And thank you so much. And I also want to say thank you for the people who have donated to our GoFundMe. It's been amazing. People are so amazing, and it's just how... people are donating to help us support the animals. Anything helps. $5, $10 helps. We had someone who was a fan. I think her name was Elizabeth. She was a fan of Tom the turkey, and she donated $200.
That is so nice.
For food. And it's just like, and by the way, that would only last Tom a day because he's just overweight and he eats a lot. But it's so nice that people are doing that. So thank you so much. Instagram, if you do want to go to our GoFundMe, it's in my bio. Just click the link in bio, and there's a link to the GoFundMe, and anything helps. Anything, including Topaz's food. And it just, because all of our income, our main sources of income, have been depleted due to the coronavirus. And yeah, and I just want to say I love doing that. Chuck said it's great watching and seeing you too. I love Amy and Chuck, by the way.
They're the best.
They're the best. We love you guys. Stay safe. Kathy said, thanks for a great informational night. Dennis said you should have Maggie O'Mara and KTVP. Maggie O'Mara and KTVB know that you're doing this show. So, big shout out, and Instagram might cut off. Instagram, if I cut off, just go to
We still don't have the 2-minute clock down.
Oh, good.
Okay,
I think
the
we're
2-minute countdown,
okay,
so I'll let you know.
Fine. I want to say KTVB is amazing, and Maggie O'Mara is amazing. If you don't know, she's the anchor on there, and she actually shared a few of my posts about Animal Nights Live, and she's always supported me.
I've got a few comments here to catch up on before Instagram is over.
Yep.
Did you keep the tarantulas?
Yes, I kept all 5 tarantulas, and we have not figured out a name. Maybe we should revisit that.
Yes for roaches.
Yes for roaches. Who wants cockroaches?
Just a couple, Zoe. Just a couple.
I say we bring the whole tank.
Miles says show the female-male polymorphism.
Okay. Who else do we have there?
The Hyman family says no, make that an outdoor post.
An outdoor post, okay, for the cockroaches.
Daisy says, what would you say would be the best reptile for a pet? And the one of the easiest to take care of. I bet they meant a pet.
Oh, the best pet I would recommend would either be a leopard gecko, a bearded dragon, a corn snake, a ball python, possibly blue-tongued skink. Yes.
2 minutes.
2-minute warning on Instagram.
All right. Megan's across from the Howard. She has the wallaby.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, I need to get the wallabies on the show. Can we get the wallabies in the studio? Can we do a social distance with the wallabies?
Megan, we're going to send you a message.
Oh, we're sending you a message. She's with the wallabies? Is she a wallaby expert? Because we can have a guest on the show. By the way, for those of you wondering where this show is going, and I'm so happy we have a dedicated audience still, we will, once restrictions are lifted, we will actually start. I'm going to take my skyline. I'm taking the New York skyline, which, by the way, is not real. Some people thought this was real. They thought I was on the set of the Today Show or something. But I'm taking my skyline, and we're going to actually have guests on Animal Nights Live with animals. So I'm actually going to be interviewing guests. It's going to be a different show. For now, we've had to do this just because, we're all kind of on lockdown, so I'm showing you my animals, but I cannot wait to interview other experts.
The Hyman family says, thank you guys for this. We love it. New Fennec says you can reconnect. We have 50 seconds.
50 seconds. And I want to say Hyman family and every Porcupine Tales, all my hardcore fans, thank you so much. And the Hyman family did a post where they watched this show on the trampoline.
Oh, that was them. That was so cool.
Sweet.
Well,
I love that. Ooh, and
hey,
a baby hedgehog.
You guys, I don't think we're done here. I'm going to press end and reconnect if you guys want to join again.
Okay, let's do it.
Instagram, everyone else.
After party. It's the after party.
Stay on
after
everyone.
party. Facebook, we're still here. How are we